Hello guys, I wanted to do a video where, I just want to talk about all the Invincible variants backstories, and we're going to start off with Maskless Mark. Now, Maskless Mark was actually, the way how he lived and stuff was pretty similar to our Mark, the main Mark Grayson Invincible, and, well, in this universe, the one thing that is different from all the other things is he likes his best friend William and gets a crush on him. And eventually, Omni Man sees this, and since, the Viltrumite population numbers are low enough, under 50 in the entire galaxy, so he sees his gayness as a threat to the Viltrum Empire, because he tries to tell him that, hey, you shouldn't be having these feelings and stuff because that will make you weak, and it shouldn't even matter and stuff if you can't even procreate with him. And after all that, of Omni-Man trying to convince Mark, he decides to go kill William and stuff to prove him an example of how worthless human beings are. And this really makes Maskless Mark really, really angry, enough to where he's pumping with adrenaline, and all he wants to do is kill Omni-Man for what he did to William. And Maskless Mark actually becomes the very few that actually end up killing Omni-Man, and but sadly though, William is not he is killed, and this really makes Mark actually retire being a hero, because he doesn't like what Omni-Man did to William, and he doesn't like what he did to his father. And he kind of lives in a little bit of a depression state, wishing that he was able to save William and that he could have everything back to normal how it was. Until a guy named Angstrom Levy that can go through portals and go through different universes actually goes to his to recruit him to help him in the Invincible War, and tells him, hey, if you help me, I will help you bring back William and Omni-Man and make everything back to how it was. And with this, Maskless Mark actually accepts this, puts back on the hero suit, and actually helps him in the Invincible War, lasting all the way to day 3. And because of how well he did and stuff, then he was ordered by Angstrom Levy to fly over Mark Grayson's house with the remaining Invincible variants. And it took around 5 minutes and stuff for Angstrom to get there, though. But they all talked about stuff of why they're evil and all that. Try to talk, so they can pass time by. And there's actually a specific line that he says that, yeah, I miss William. And he also, the only way how he could bring William back is by taking the William from the dimension that they went to and taking him to his dimension. Unfortunately, though, they all betray Angstrom Levy, thinking that they're all going to die if they keep following his orders and stuff, and everything will be useless because most of the Invincible variants died to the heroes of Earth. Or maybe some villains and stuff. And with that, they are trapped in the Wasteland dimension and stuff, where all of them start to live and stuff there, until Angstrom gets them out. But as they're there, obviously Viltrumites, they can last for, quite a while and stuff without food and water. And also another fun fact, they can actually hold their breath pretty long in space. And obviously, they could survive as long enough so then Angstrom can, finally recruit them again. But because they have humans, a human DNA in them and stuff, they're not able to suppress the urge to eat and drink. And the leader in all this is Sinister Mark, which he actually cannibalizes a lot of them and makes the remaining ones actually eat with him, and then he'll turn on them. Eventually, though, Maskless Mark does die to the hands of Sinister Mark, but that is only in the comics, and season and we don't know if we're going to see them again in season 4, season 5. So they could be still alive because the story could change. We don't know. But that's pretty much his whole entire life story. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope to do a lot more, and I have fun with you guys. Also, another thing, Carter, thank you so much for getting me past those likes, dude. It means a lot to me, bro. You're a little savior. And shout out for today is Asher Centel. So yeah, make sure you go check out his TikToks. Anyways, see you all in a minute. And up next will be a surprise variant. See you all later.